Hey, how's it going, everybody? Hope you guys are having a good day today. Wanted to drop a quick video this morning. This property right behind me here, it's actually one of my past clients' property, and he purchased this house about 3 years ago. The market was a little bit different 3 years ago, so he actually chose to live in the property for 1 year. After that year, his family actually decided that they had to move back to California. So once they moved back to California and vacated this place here, they tried the traditional rental route. They did it actually short term, 6 months. They wanted to see how it would go, if it was something they actually wanted to fully commit to, because they planned to keep this property for at least 5 to 6 years. That was the plan going into it. We found out after 6 months that plan wasn't necessarily what was best for their goals, okay? And now, since the market has changed a little bit over the years, there's a lot of new options out there when it comes to renting out your property. The second best thing that they found out that they tried was the Airbnb route. Airbnb, if you're not familiar with it, is you could rent on a nightly basis. And what we found out was a lot of people were renting this particular property out for 2-3 weeks at a time, at all times of the year. What ended up happening with my client, as his traditional rental property, he was making, we'll call it $1,500 per month on here. He ended up making 2.5 to 3 times the amount of his rent every single month by switching to the Airbnb model. Now, every property is not the same. Every neighborhood is not the same. This house, as you can see, is a 2-story. There's 5 bedrooms in there. There's a brand new pool, very clean inside. So you want to make sure you're picking the right property. And if you already own property, don't forget about this option, because it's something that could work for you in a market like today. There's not a whole lot of traditional rentals out there, and not a lot of people want to get into apartments. So people are bouncing around from property to property, and Airbnb is an option that you can go. So if you own a property right now, take a look at what you could use your equity for, because what my client did is they pulled out some equity, and we invested into a couple other properties where he is duplicating that Airbnb model into other parts of town. So just consider this. If you own a property now, you're sitting on equity. I promise you, it's sitting there not doing anything. Home values are going up. Use that equity instead of it sitting there doing nothing. Invest it into other properties and make it work for you. You could use a traditional rental route like my client initially started out doing, and then go the Airbnb route, or whatever you choose. I do have options. 480-235-0617. Talk to you guys soon.